Hello, I'm Mary Angel Saavedra. I'm the director of the Center on the Hill, and it is time for all the answers to round 6 through 10 of That's So 80s. Thanks so much for playing at home. I can't believe we've completed 10 rounds already, so hopefully you've played 1 through 5 and checked out those answers. These are the answers to rounds 6 through 10. So here we go. We had, starting out with round 6, question 1. Where was the sixth G7 summit held in 1980? If you said Venice, Italy, you were correct. Question 2, which popular 80s teddies began life as artwork for greeting cards? Care Bears. I love the Care Bears. Question 3, oh, pop culture. Should start telling you the category. Name the cool triangular tortilla chip brand that no 80s sour cream dip would be seen without. Obviously, it's Doritos, which is still around and very popular. Question 4, sports. In which round did Mike Tyson knock out Michael Spinks to win the heavyweight title in 1988? Knocked him out in round 1. Short match. Question 5, art and literature. American author Robert Ludlum published which iconic spy fiction thriller in 1980? Well, that was The Bourne Identity. Question 6, music. What is Prince's full name? This is something I did not know. Learned this from this game. His name is Prince Rogers Nelson. Question 7, who said or sang that? You should have known by the tone of my voice, maybe. That was REO Speedwagon in the ballad Keep On Lovin' You. Question 8, movies. In Flashdance, Alex Owens is a bodacious dancer by night, but what is her day job? She's a welder. I thought she was a steel worker. I mean, I remember that it involved steel and welding. Close enough. Question 9, TV. In which totally classic red and white vehicle did Starsky and Hutch carry out car chases around the streets of LA? If you said it was a Ford Gran Torino, you were correct. And question 10 of round 1, science and exploration. In 1986, DNA profiling was used to solve a crime for the first time in which country? That was England. Those were the 10 questions in round 6 of That's So 80s. Now we'll move on to round 7. Question 1, news and politics. The Brinks-Mat robbery at the Heathrow International Trading Estate took place in what year? That was 1983. Question 2, hobbies and technology. Which action figures were the subject of a lawsuit due to their similarity to Conan? Well, that would be He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And until I read this question, I never really realized how similar they were. They're not wrong. They're similar. Question 3, pop culture. What were you allowed to do in bars, planes, restaurants, and even offices in the 80s that you cannot do now? You said smoking. You were absolutely correct. I can't believe you able to smoke in an airplane. Gross. So glad I don't remember that. Question 4, sports. Who won the women's all-around gymnastics gold medal in the 1984 Olympics? It was Mary Lou Retton. I remember that because I was quite young and I remember watching her. Question 5, art and literature. Who wrote and illustrated The Polar Express, published in 1985? That was written and illustrated by Chris Van Allsburg. Question 6, music. Which song from Disney's 1989 The Little Mermaid won Best Original Song at the 62nd Academy Awards? That was Under the Sea. Question 7, who said or sang that? French is the language that turns dirt into romance. That was Stephen King. Question 8, movies. In which 1989 movie did a bystander famously say, I'll have what she's having? I only knew this because I literally just watched the movie right before asking this question on this round. It's When Harry Met Sally. Question 9, TV. Name the U.S. legal drama series of the late 80s and early 90s, which often dealt with hot topic issues of the time. That was L.A. Law. And question 10 of round 2, in 1983, question 10 of round 7, in 1983, who became the first American woman in space? That was Sally Ride. Then we have round 8, That's so 80s. Question 1, news and politics. 13-year-old Ruth Lawrence notably graduated with a first in mathematics from Oxford University in which year? That was 1985. Question 2, hobbies and technology. Which company produced a series of industry-specific pocket calculators, including the Electric Calc Pro in the 1980s? That company was called Calculated Industries. Good name for a calculator company. Question 3. What was the name for British head-shaven youths that wore bomber jackets, Fred Perry polos, Levi jeans with suspenders, and Doc Martens? Those were skinheads. Question 4. Sports. Where were the 1984 Olympic Games held, where Mary Lou Retton won the all-around gymnastics gold medal? They were held in Los Angeles. 1984 Summer Olympics, Los Angeles. Did it say summer? It didn't. So if you happened to give me Calgary, no, Calgary was not 84. Sarajevo, which is where the Winter Olympics were held, I would give you the same. Question 5. Art and literature. Finish this famous 80s interactive children's picture book title. The Jolly what? Is the Jolly Postman. Question 6. Music. Name the band of Australian dudes who released the hit song Down Under. Men at Work. Question 7. Who said or sang that? The only thing I use the Rolling Stone for is toilet paper when I run out. Ouch. Who said or sang that? Neil Schon of Journey said that. Who knew? What has he got against Rolling Stone? Question 8. In The Return of the Jedi, who does Darth Vader claim is even less forgiving than him? The only person I can think of who's less forgiving than Darth Vader would be the Emperor. Question 9, TV. Who was the host of the US TV game show Blockbusters between 1980 and 1982? His name was Bill Cullen. I have no idea who that was, but he was the host. Question 10. Car manufacturer Chrysler became the first to offer which safety feature as a standard in 1988? That was airbags. I had no idea airbags were so new. I learn something new every day. So that was round 8 of That's So 80s, all those answers. All right, it's time for round 9. Question 1, news and politics. In 1986, Richard W. Miller became the first FBI agent to be convicted of what? If you said espionage, you were correct. Question 2, hobbies and technology. In 1989, which company produced a plastic ball-firing toy gun called a Blast-A-Ball? Ooh, I hope it's Nerf. It was Nerf. Nobody wants to be hit with actual plastic balls. Question 3, pop culture. Which model was nicknamed as the face by Life magazine? Her name was Carol Alt. Question 4, sports. In June 1985, who defeated Espio Pedroza to become the WBA World Featherweight Champion? That was Barry McGuigan. Question 5, art and literature. Name the Fay Weldon novel about a woman who transforms herself to get revenge on her ex-husband and his new lover. That book was called The Life and Loves of a She-Devil. Question 6, music. Which of the following songs did not feature Janet Jackson? Try this again. Question 6, music. Which of the following songs did not feature on Janet Jackson's album Rhythm Nation 1814? Was it Escapade or When I Think of You? It was When I Think of You. Question 7, who said or sang that? We got your message on the radio, conditions normal, and you're coming home. That is OMD in their single Enola Gay. OMD stands for Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. It's a really long name for a band, so they go by OMD. Question 8, movies. In Hannah and Her Sisters, what are the sisters called? So which ones are the sisters? Well, the sisters are Lee and Holly. Question 9, TV. In which U.S. city was the TV show 30-something predominantly set? Did you know this? It's Philadelphia. Question 10, science and exploration. What type of technology distinguished the righteous Bose aviation headset? Again, what type of technology distinguished the Bose aviation headset? Well, that was noise canceling technology. Prior to that, we did not have noise canceling technology. That was round 9 of That's So 80s. And the final round, round 10, all the answers. Here we go. Question 1, news and politics. Which financial crisis happened on the 19th of October in 1987? That was Black Monday, stock market crash. So I'll take either one of those answers. Question 2, which hand controller introduced body motion control to home gaming in 1989? It was called the Nintendo Power Glove. Question 3, Princess Diana was given what nickname by the British press in 1985 due to her wide-shouldered gowns? She was called Dynasty Di because everybody on Dynasty had those big shoulder pads, and she also had wide-shouldered dresses. Dynasty Di. Question 4, sports. Which person won 4 speed skating gold medals at the 1980 Winter Olympics? I guess it'd be male. Which dude won 4 speed skating gold medals at the 1980 Winter Olympics? His name was Eric Heiden. Question 5, art and literature. Which author wrote The Chronicle of a Death Foretold, the story of the murder of Santiago Nassar? That was written by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Question 6, music. Which soundtrack album did David Bowie release in 1986 to accompany the movie of the same name? You didn't say Labyrinth. I don't know what you were doing in the 80s, but I played that soundtrack out. Labyrinth. Question 7, who said or sang that? Inconceivable. I'd accept a couple answers here. If you say that guy from The Princess Bride, you got it right. If you say Vizini or Vizini, yes, Vizini from the Princess Bride movie, I would say yes. Or if you say the little guy from the Princess Bride movie, I would say yes. All of those are correct. Question 8, movies. In Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, what breed of dog is Quark? He's a Jack Russell Terrier. Question 9, TV. Which TV series featured a young boy adopted by his retired NFL pro godfather? It was Webster. And finally, question 10, in round 10, That's So 80s, Science and Exploration, also sharing its name with an animal, which US TV network began operating in 1986? Not sure how this is science and exploration, but that's the question. Also sharing its name with an animal, which US TV network began operating in 1986? It was Fox. I thought Fox hadn't been around that long, and I was right. Those were all the answers to rounds 6 through 10 of That's So 80s. Thanks so much for playing. Rounds 11 through 15 have just started now, so be sure to play. Thanks again. Have a great rest of the day.